So I'd like to talk to you about how rescue dogs are actually sent to help you heal. This guy here, his name is Jack, and he is 21 months old. And I'm making this video because I've got 3 rescue dogs who have really helped me heal some of my biggest childhood trauma. And I'd like to talk you through each dog and introduce you to each dog and let you know what they've come like and how they've really helped me heal, because I want you to know that your rescue dog was sent to help you heal, and it was sent to also help you learn to have fun, creativity and joy, etc. So anyway, let's get into it and let's talk a little bit about Jack. Okay, so Jack is an ex-farm dog. Okay, and he is, like I say, he's 21 months old. He's from the Peak District and he is from a farm. And Jack had massive, huge anxiety when I first got him. He's not too bad now, he's a lot better. But the things that Jack has really taught me have been rushing. Okay, so because Jack has a very dysregulated nervous system, so Jack has, I don't really know what's happened to him, to be fair. I can only ever tell you that I know that he's been hit, definitely. He's been told shoo, move away. He used to be very skittish. And he never used to be able to walk past anything. Don't do that, okay? Typical toy dog, okay? All right. But yeah, so for want of a better word, Jack had lots of issues. But one of the things that I did learn was not to leave cups or mugs on the floor, let me tell you, because Jack drinks all your tea and your coffee. But all jokes aside, Jack has really helped me see where I was rushing in my life. And because of that, and there he just is, he's having a little wash. He loves that. He self-soothes himself by washing. And because of that, that helped me see that I was rushing. Jack also had a problem bolting his food, and I know that that was me. And I will always say this, okay, your dog is you pushed out, or it's a member of your family pushed out, okay? And for me, that was the biggest thing around Jack. And also how he still had a very dysregulated nervous system. So when I got Jack, I was learning to regulate my nervous system, but it wasn't perfectly attuned the way it is now. So if anything, Jack has really triggered a hell of a lot of my childhood trauma, but he's also helped me understand that actually Jack's biggest need is he just wants to feel safe. He constantly just wants reassurance. He wants a ton of cuddles and he wants a ton of love. And Jack's biggest thing is he always wants to be absolutely with me all of the time. Don't you, mister? Hey? Kind of stuck to me a little bit like glue, isn't he? He's what I call my biggest Velcro dog. Actually, Archie's bigger, okay? So anyway, that is Jack. And like I say, Jack's 21 months. Isn't he gorgeous, hey? Say hello, Jack. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there's your audience, yeah? And I did actually start an Instagram for Jack, but I stopped it because it took too much time. But Jack has his own voice. By the way, let me know in the comments here how many of you do your own dog voices, okay? That's Jack. She's to Meg. So that's Meg. Say hello, Meg. Okay. So Meg is 5 years old, and Meg has been my most challenging dog ever. Okay, the things that Meg has taught me is she needs a lot of boundaries. She needs a lot of very firm leadership. And I've got to be honest, Meg is my ex-partner's dog. So I was going to get married to someone in 2021. And she didn't want the dog anymore. So gave me a phone call and told me to come and pick my dog up. And this is why I've got Meg. So I've had Meg since she was a puppy. However, there was a lot of training done by my ex-partner. And me and Meg have had to learn to get on. Haven't we, baby girl? We've had to learn to understand each other because Meg couldn't stand me in the beginning. And there was a lot of toing and froing, a lot of back and forth that happened with me and Meg. And if anything, Meg reminds me that she needs consistency the most. And she loves, the more that I've regulated my nervous system, the more that this one will not leave me alone. She now lies in bed with me every night. She sleeps next to me on a pillow. It's cute, isn't it, hey? So she sleeps next to me and shares a bed, although she is a bed hog. Tell me your dog is not a bed hog, okay? All right. And the only thing about Meg is sometimes she needs a lot of space, but she kind of does her thing when she wants, really. I would say, I've always said this, okay? She's like my divine feminine in a dog form. She really is, okay? Meg is very headstrong. She absolutely loves squirrels. So this is the top squirrel chaser in Derbyshire. Okay, I live in the UK, by the way. All right, she is the top squirrel chaser, and she just loves a ball. Really massively loves a ball, and she's just a gorgeous border collie. But she's really helped me, like I say, learn the consistency, learn that I always have to be on my game, and I can't have an off day with her. if I, like, for example, Meg lives by set times. Most border collies do, if I'm really honest. But if I've got to be honest, like, Meg has taught me that she knows exactly the time of the day. So we have food windows here in this house, okay? So me and my housemate. So Meg gets fed between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and then she gets fed between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And even my housemate, who sits over there, he'll literally be like, Meg, you got 3 minutes to go until the food window opens. Oh, and by the way, when Meg does want fuss, you've got to, you know, she just wants fuss right there. But anyway, this is Meg, sometimes known as Megan, depending how naughty she is. But isn't she a gorgeous, beautiful border collie? And like I said, you know, she is very much, she loves and adores me. But oh my God, she hated me. She could not stand me in the beginning because I was never hers. So like I say, you know, because she lived with somebody else, even though I was her partner, I was just the walker. But it's taken a long time. And I guess really and truly, and I get a lot of this, okay? So really and truly, Meg and me have really only been sort of really good friends since probably July, August 2025, if I'm honest, when I really understood what her needs were and I really looked after her. And if I'm honest, Meg is also the pack leader. So I've got 3 border collies. You're going to meet Archie in a minute and you've already seen Jack. But Meg is the pack leader, although Archie would like to believe you and think that he is. But what I do as the pack leader, okay, in terms of all of them, is I make sure she's okay. Because if she's okay, the boys are okay. But the whole point I'm making this is, like, Meg has really helped me heal so much. And I've always got to be on my A game. Like, one of the biggest things having a border collie like her is you have to remember that you can't have an off day. Because if you have an off day, she's going to completely take advantage of you. And we don't have many off days with Meg now. However, sometimes she will take herself upstairs and I don't know what I've done. I mean, please tell me in the comments here, how many of you are like, what did we do? Okay, because sometimes, like, Meg will go upstairs and I'll be like, was the walk not to your standard? Was the walk not to your satisfaction, Meg? Anyway, that is gorgeous, Miss Meg. Isn't she beautiful, hey? And she is Daddy's girl. She is a princess. And you are just the best in the whole wide world, aren't you? Hey? Yes, Daddy loves you. Mwah. Anyway, that's Meg. That's her. This little guy here. This is Archie. You might just get loads of dogs walking past. Hey, Arch. You going to say hello to everyone? Hey. Yeah. So this is my boy. He is, I've had him 9 years now. And he is the most gorgeous border collie in the whole wide world. He is a full tri collie. You don't see many full tris in the whole of the world, to be fair. But Archie is so soft. And Meg, no. Sorry, Meg wants a ball. But this guy here, I can now lie on him. However, in the beginning, oh my God, like, we couldn't go anywhere near each other at all whatsoever. Archie helped me heal the most, if I'm honest. When I got him in 2017, I was in a very, very bad mental state. I hadn't long been released from like mental health care, so to speak. And I moved back in with my ex-partner, Ray, because I just couldn't be on my own. I couldn't cope. And I basically ended up hauling myself and holding myself up in the bedroom. And I literally couldn't get out of the house. I was agoraphobic and I was so scared. And Ray kind of talked me into having a dog because Ray wanted a dog. And anyway, there's this advert that appeared on Facebook one day, and there he is. He's gorgeous, isn't he? Okay, I can now lie on him. I could never do it before. And with Archie, like, in the beginning, he made me take him out all of the time. Every single time he made me take him out every day, because he needs consistency. He needs routine. And like I say, I got him because I was just so scared. And I got a big dog because how many of you do that, right? I got a big dog because I wanted people to stay away from me. But actually, do you know what? All of Archie's issues and all of Archie's problems, as I have healed, Archie's healed. I have cried on this dog more hours than you could ever imagine. And literally, there's been times where I love Archie here, okay, but there's been times where, like, we've had to share food because I had no money. And this isn't a sob story, okay, this is just genuinely, like, in, I think it was 2020, I was an alcoholic. I was so ill, I was so poorly in 2020 that me and him would share, I know, baby, we would share dinner, we would share food. And I think I got down to like £1.11 in my life. That was 2020, I think it was, or 2019. No, 2019, I got down to £1.11 in my life. And me and Archie shared a pot noodle because that's all we had. So, you know, Archie really has been my biggest advocate. But Archie used to be fearful, avoidant attachment type like myself. But now he's not. Now he is the most gorgeous, beautiful family dog in the whole wide world. And really and truly, Archie is like, he is a divine masculine. That's how I'll say, because I'm a divine masculine. You know, some of you know me from the twin flame journey and stuff, but like Archie is just the softest dog in the whole wide world now. Like me, like I'm squishy and soft, like, and Archie just loves cuddles. But like, I've had to learn, because I've never been cuddled as a kid. I was not loved as a child. So if anything, like, the more softer that I've become, because I'm all gooey now, I'm just like a proper, I don't know, I'm just mushy gooey. Like, there's not much like really hard masculine here. It's just soft masculine completely. But like, for want of a better word, if I'm honest, like, Archie just loves children. He loves a family like I do. We went to Weymouth on holiday recently for a whole week. And Archie just went to the beach, and he went family to family, and Archie just walks up to everyone and goes, "Hi, my name is Archie, how are you?" And he talks. He's got like such a gorgeous, beautiful border collie talk, and he's just my most prized possession. I just love this dog. And oh my god, like, I'm going to cry so much when he passes, because he's 9 now and he is slowing up, bless him, you know. But I've got to say, if anything, you know, Meg and Jack, they do keep him young. So Archie grooms both of them. So he will wash the other 2 border collies. They all sleep as a pack, by the way. So yes, Meg does sleep on my bed, but they sleep as a pack. And Archie and Meg protect Jack, because Jack is vulnerable. Well, he's not, but they think of him like that. And Archie will groom Jack, and Archie will groom Meg. One of Archie's biggest traits is washing. So Archie washes anywhere between 2 to 4 hours a day. One of the biggest things that you'll hear in this house is "knock it off, Arch." But yeah, all in all, we have jokes for me and my housemate. Archie's got the cleanest paws in Derbyshire, just let me tell you that, all right? But like, literally, like, I couldn't even go near him 2 years ago, because you couldn't go near me, because I was so scared of life, you know, and I was still trying to figure out my trauma. And like, I get stuff like this, like, you know, just gives me his paw. And you know, I mean, this guy, like, they were going to put him to sleep in 2017, you know, because he had huge problems. Oh my god, like, when I got Archie, he had so many issues, but so did I. And that's why I've made this video for you guys, because I want you to know, like, this guy here, he is so absolutely soft and mushy, because I am, right? You know, and he is so loving, because I am. And like I say, you know, when you guys heal, your dogs heal too, you know. And look at that, you know, I've also got Miss Meg here, you know, so I can't be doing so bad, right? Okay, if I've got like my big, huge, and Archie is 28.8 kilos. Here's Meg. And this is just like, this is normal. Like, I lie on the grass with my dogs like quite a bit, you know, and there's Arch. But, you know, and this is normal. So I will lie on Arch and I'll cuddle Meg, and then Jack's just circling just over there. Jack, come on. And then I've got my 3rd collie. Come on, Jack, come on, lie down. There's my other one, you know. So, and like I say, you know, I was never able to do, and I'm not forcing any of these, by the way, they're actually all here by choice. But like I say, you know, I made this video because really and truly, as I have healed these guys, you know, so have they. And then these are just my dogs. Anyway, that's all of my dogs. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've taken something from it. And let me know in the comments, like, you know, honestly, genuinely, you know, have you noticed that as you've healed your childhood trauma, they've healed their childhood trauma too? You know, because that's the biggest thing. Like, your dog is an extension of you. And anyway, I'm going to say goodbye from Archibald, and I'm going to say goodbye from me. And Archie, are we going to give you a full frontal so people can see how gorgeous you are? And just so you can see how beautiful and gorgeous he is, aren't you, Archie? Hey? Because that is my prized possession. That is my boy, and that is my border collies. And there you go. Hey. Anyway, I hope it's been a nice video. I hope it's helped you in some way. Cheers, take care, ta-da, bye-bye.